So something really seemed to click today. I kept going with the first jump start technique that I'd learned from Simon, and I focused on getting my front foot in the right position at the top of the board as soon as possible, which I've been terrible at that, and bringing my back foot up further on the board once the front foot was in place. And it took me a few tries to get that in my mind, but once I got that in my mind, it seemed to smooth out the launches considerably, so that by the end of today's session, I was getting my foot up front a lot sooner, and overall just getting both feet on the board in the right place much more smoothly. So, and today I was something like 70% or maybe even more than that successful starts. So I'm gonna stick with the jump start method now that I know I can get my feet into position after launching that way. I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. I was having a lot of trouble with that yesterday. But yeah, so Tom was here at the beginning, and his feedback was really, really helpful about, he'd watch. Yeah. He'd watch what I was doing, and for instance, he'd say, "Hey, you're putting too much weight on your back foot, and that's why you're stalling out. So I need to balance the weight more evenly between my legs." And of course, telling me whenever I fell back into poor foot position habits. So that was really, really important. Now, Rob came down and had some really amazing pointers too. He was watching what I was doing now that I could launch, confidently, and get up there ready to do something. Don't know what, but I always bank to the left or the right, kind of randomly. And what he said is, keep your head up, look where you want to go, and that's where you'll go. And I tried it maybe 5 times or so. And all the crazy banking basically stopped, and Rob said, "Hey, you're adjusting automatically as you go when you're keeping your eyes up like that. You're heading this way, you lean automatically without even thinking about it. And then keep your body along the center line of the board." I'm constantly looking down and leaning to one side, and that causes me to bank uncontrollably, and that's game over. So, and instead of trying to pump right away when I stand up, first I need to learn how to keep my balance and just glide on the board while standing up. Feel the foil and feel your feet and adjust, right? If you're off balance and you pump, it's just gonna send you off in that direction with even more speed, and then it's game over. So to get, I'm gonna be focusing on getting my balance and just learning how to glide in, right down to my knees or lower if I can, right after I get up, and keeping a straight course. So that's what I'm going to be working on, probably for the rest of the week, I would say. Just getting the balance and getting that glide, and being confident that I can launch, get in the right position, stand up, and just glide, without losing control. And today was a super, super fun session. I had an absolute ball today.
That was it.
I was in the water for about 2.5 hours, or maybe closer to 3 hours. But I'd taken my glove off to help a guy. He dropped all of his tools off his boat in the water, and he saw I had a wetsuit and said, "Man, can you help me out?" And so I was swimming down about 5 feet to get his stuff out of the water. But I had to take my glove off to pick the stuff up because it was like little metal things and whatever. And my hand got really, really cold. And once your hand's cold when you're in the water, it's really hard to heat it up again. So I was kind of running out of gas anyway by this point. So I decided to call her a day. But it was a beautiful day on the water. Awesome. Wonderful.